A statewide initiative called We Thrive is unveiled by Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton to empower women across Illinois and close the gender wealth gap. We Thrive is to help women build confidence and healthy relationships around their finances. Stratton plans to do this by connecting women with existing programs through state agencies, create a toolkit of resources and services with nonprofits, and provide a guide for women to learn about financial literacy throughout Illinois.
When women thrive, we all thrive. And so that means that women who may have often felt like, I've never had my voice in those tables where decisions are being made, we want to make sure that they know that their voices also matter, and we're going to go to their communities and make sure that we can hear from them as well.